Hello, this is Johnny from Ballbreakers Clan bringing you another video sponsored by Ultimate Golf and Miniclip.com. Remember, if you'd like to join us and play along, you can find a link in the video description below, as well as links to some other great streamers with other helpful advice in the game. In this video, we're going to discuss one of the most important things I've learned, which is the Bigfoot rule for laying up shots and having a better shot at making a drop. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out where our range is of our Bigfoot at max. So as you see, I back up to Bigfoot max, and now I'm measuring the distance between the tee and the center of the ball guide. Now, once I have that distance, I'm going to take it and lay it up against where the pin is, and that gives me where I need to shoot. So as you can see here, I need to shoot to where the bottom of that red line is. This can be done using a grid or your hand or something on the screen. Many different ways you can achieve this. You can even turn your screen sideways and see what that distance is. Now, a little pro tip, if you carry the Iron Eagle in your bag, you'll have a greater number of rings that you can adjust your Bigfoot, so you have a lessened risk of going into your short iron range. So the first thing I do when I do this is I apply max back, and I look at the rollout of the guide from the first to the second bounce, and I use that as my base. So once I have my base, I go to max rings and I pull back and count the number of rings that it is from max until that second landing point base. Now this is done to get a slider for your calculations, so you know what you need to adjust ring wise. Because you wouldn't just adjust max or you wouldn't just adjust min because you're not at either. Once I have the rings, I then start working on straightening out the guide. I look for bounces to the left or right. I apply side spin, and I try to get everything as straight as possible, and any offsets that might be needed because it bounces one way but then rolls out another. Now, some of you may have noticed that the drive showed a Pro D1 and the second shot showed a trophy ball. That's because on the first attempt at making the video with the drive, I got distracted and I hit great left, so it wasn't anywhere close to what it needed to be to show you properly. And there's a length from where you can save your recordings, and if you make too many adjustments, it won't save them. So I had to try to set this up a little quicker. But in this video, once you stretch out the guide and you look at it all lined up, you notice that it needs left spin in order to straighten it out. And then I offset it a little bit on the right side of the pin. So once you have all of this done, you then make your adjustments, lining up your arrow in a wind arrow in a straight position. I am going to adjust 2.6 rings here for this one, and try to hit, of course, an ultimate shot. From my landing, you can see that I ended up in line, but short. So next time I'll know to set up at 1 ring from the first bounce instead of 1.2. So why do we try to drive into max Bigfoot range? There's a couple reasons behind this. One is because we can take full advantage of the max backspin of the Bigfoot. The second reason is that the rollout from max backspin is a lot more consistent than some of your shorter clubs. The third reason is that, if you can get every shot to look the same and get the same shot over and over again, you become better at that shot. And it's very easy on most holes to drive into max Bigfoot range, whereas you may not always be able to drive into max short iron range or wedge range. This will take time to develop for yourself. You'll have to practice and you'll get better as time goes on. I'm still trying to work on dialing this in, but I have noticed that I'm getting a lot more consistent close shots and a lot more drops. I hope this video has helped you. If you have any comments, please send them below and I'll try to respond and answer to them. If you have any ideas for other contents or videos that you would love to see, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more.